Hey everyone, it's VHS Mondays. Today we're taking a look at Lethal Weapon 4. We got Riggs and Murtaugh once again returning for a story that involves Jet Li as a Hong Kong triad who's embroiled in trafficking of Chinese immigrants, fake currency, and imprisoned triad leaders. This was kind of the time when a lot of American action movies were wanting to add that Hong Kong martial arts flavor. With this being the fourth film, I think that central chemistry between Mel Gibson and Danny Glover is obviously off the charts, and the whole cast really works well together. Richard Donner obviously has a good handle of how to work with all these actors, and there's even some new actors in here, Jet Li and Chris Rock, and they fit into the mix pretty well. The movie starts with two pretty big action sequences, flamethrowers and explosions, boats and oil barrels exploding, and then in the middle of the movie there's this highway chase that involves a prefabricated house that's being towed. A lot of good practical stuff. They're blowing up real stuff. They're doing real stunts. There's great moments where it's just Riggs and Murtaugh, and they're just discussing some personal matter while bullets are flying. Those moments work really well. And there are some other moments outside of action sequences that involve comedy that do work pretty well, but then there's just a lot of scenes in the movie that just go completely over the top. Especially with Chris Rock's character, it feels like he's just doing stand-up bits sometimes. You got the laughing gas scene, you got Joe Pesci and Chris Rock talking about cell phones. They are funny, but they don't really add much to the overall story and sometimes can kind of deflate the tension. Jet Li gets enough to do in the movie in terms of martial arts. He has a great final fight with Mel Gibson and Danny Glover. As a villain, he's a pretty standard villain that you've seen in these types of buddy cop movies before. But all in all, you got some solid action sequences, a pretty good ensemble cast, and some great chemistry between that cast. It's nothing you haven't seen before in the buddy cop genre, but it's another pleasant trip through the world of Lethal Weapon. Did any of you out there get a chance to see it back in '98 in theaters? What's your opinion? Tell me below. Thanks for watching.